So here's the tension mechanism for my sawmill, and I've got some other videos on my update to my sawmill, and this is just a follow-up to show you the tensioning mechanism here. So you can see I've got a sprocket on this side that runs one of the Acme screws and one on that side. And so this roller chain runs kind of a long ways and it flops up and down. So I wanted to tension that some way. I tried a couple of ways. The first thing I thought of was I had this sprocket left over, so I pushed a bearing in it, and you can just slide it in there. You can push it in there like that, and it actually tensions it. The problem with it is this is heavy and it's floating there, and so I thought, okay, well that's what I'll do. So I made a little arbor for it, and it rode on this bearing, and I actually welded it right here. And the problem is this has to float, because when it goes forward and reverse, there's just a little difference in the tension on the chain. And so in one direction it was fine, but in the other direction it would start to ride up on the teeth. So I thought, okay, well, I'll just make this so that it floats. So I'll leave it on here. I'll put some little guides on the side so we can ride back and forth on this. And I really do think that that probably would have worked. But by that point I was like, you know what, I don't really want to put any more work into this solution, because it's also not adjustable. So as this chain over time stretches just a little bit, I won't be able to make it any tighter. So I abandoned this approach and I came to this one. I also had this idler sprocket right here. I welded this arm on right here. It's got a pivot point, and then this sprocket out here at the edge so it can go in and out. And then I've got a piece of angle iron welded here with a nut welded to it. And you screw this out. There's a jam nut on this other side over here, and then it pushes it out. Pushes it out like that. And this is pretty much infinitely adjustable for this roller chain. You know, on a roller chain, really all you have to be able to do is adjust for one length of distance. So, because if it gets too long, you can always take a link out and you'll still be within your amount of adjustment here. All right, that's the tensioning mechanism. Hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for watching.